And the governor also filing a federal disaster declaration request following the damaging flooding caused by the remnants of Tropical Storm Arthur. Now, the request asks for public assistance for 8 counties, but none of them in our viewing area. Governor Reeves says he is asking President Donald Trump to help ensure those impacted have access to the resources they need to rebuild. The state is requesting individual assistance for Hancock, Harrison, Pearl River, and Stone counties. More than 500 homes were damaged in the storm system.